Alright, so what is going on, everybody? Welcome back. I am EGAD. Let me turn off the music real quick, but we're going to be bringing you game 2 of today between PaiN Gaming and Wheel. I'm going to get Wagamama on the phone, on the landline, on whatever it is. And here's the man, the myth, the legend. Wagamama, what's going on, dude?
Hey man, is my microphone okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, cool. Hello, glad to be here. This was a pretty spontaneous idea. I just wanted to look at this game anyway, so might as well cast, right?
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, I'm more than happy to have someone of your caliber joining us. As a 4K pleb, you know, I'm just
This is my first time talking to you, so nice being here.
Hey dude, this is like, I just started casting like Dota 2 a little while back. I'm having a good time, doing all of I-League.
Sweet.
So, early mornings for me.
Yeah, that's cool. Daily rhythm and schedule and stuff like that, that goes out the window when you're in gaming.
Yeah.
Either as a caster or player.
It does indeed. So
I'm just gonna go and get some water, so
yeah, no problem.
give me like 20 seconds.
No problem, dude.
Be right back.
Alright, so if you guys just tuned in, this is going to be PaiN Gaming versus Wheel Wreck while whistling. And they're using Steamboat Willie as their icon. If you don't know who Steamboat Willie is, then go look up some Disney, some pre-Mickey Mouse days. And the band's coming on through. PaiN Gaming, they went for a weird draft as they had the Keeper Delight. We're going to talk with Waga about that for when he comes back. But the bands, the Tidehunter, the Shadow Fiend a little bit more unorthodox, you would have to say. But the other Titan and then the Void, pretty common bands. And it sounds like Waga's back.
Yes.
All right. So, what did you think of the Keeper of the Light pick? I gotta say that was rather interesting from PaiN.
It was strange. I mean, some pro players have said that they think it's a very viable pick. Even Team Secret had quite a bit of love for it, I heard. But as for first pick, the thing is they gave up 2 supports very early that gave me a big tell, right? They went for Coddle into Ember into ES, which just told me that TA is free and they never banned her out, so
that's surprising.
Like, those heroes don't do anything against TA. Ember is strong against it, obviously, but that was all.
Even as a TA, you're not worried about mana leak?
No. You shit on Coddle. Actually, he doesn't do anything. Like, the blinding light can be annoying, but that's pretty much it.
Okay.
The hero is same with ES, because these are supports that don't have any damage over time. They have no actual slow or like, you know, they can't stop you. Whereas an Ogre Magi, Jakiro, Venomancer, these heroes will actually mess with. Even a CM will do more. But that was a fun game for me. Fun game for Void as well.
I gotta say, man, Swindle Melons kind of went off there. Instead of playing the mid role, playing that offlane Void, having a really good time.
He was safe lane. He was safe lane.
Safe lane, yeah. But he kind of transitioned to just being kind of solo once Moon started roaming around just a bit.
It's very true. Very true. He's actually when I'm trialing for that team now to see if if I fit with them and if they think that I am good for that team as well. So it's like a mutual tryout period. And I'm gonna be playing mid like all the time. So Swindle Melons is the safe lane.
Okay. Sounds like a good transition for him. What do you think of these first 2 pickups for Wheel? They pick up the Vengeful Spirit and the Omni Knight, so already picking up their supports.
It's curious. It's pretty good to take the supports when Elder Titan is removed, but I'm curious to why neither of these teams think Ogre is strong. Lich even being picked before.
What?
So Wheel does this all the time. Wheel will go for Omni Knight in the first pick phase. We played against them quite a few times already. I say this as if we have played for a very long time. I played 4 days with Call or something, but we scrimmed against them a few times. We played them in official. They like doing the first 2 phase Omni Knight a lot, and it's really strong against Brewmaster. Because look at it, Brewmaster is a hero that's amazing in team fights, and he's centered around winning a big team fight and then going to push with it. But Omni Knight is such an anti-team fighter. Like, when you go to take the team fight, the GA comes out, the repel is there, and the fight doesn't go your way despite...
Yeah, and even the Vengeful Spirit's going to be able to balance it out just a bit too. If somebody gets caught out, even with repel, you just swap them away, and you're good to go. So, I already like these pickups for the supports at least. The Lich... Oh, looks like we may have lost Waga in the call. So hopefully he'll reconnect back on in. Oh, there we go. weird. Skype doing Skype things, I assume?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
I
So, what do you think of the Lich pickup? That's rather, I would say, random, especially going into an Omni Knight with Repel.
I think the Lich functions pretty well against it though, because it's not so much about what the hero does against Omni Knight directly and how he interacts with Omni Knight spells. Think of it more like Lich is a static lane winner, and against Omni Knight, your big problem is you can't fight them, you can't go and win a team fight, you can't push off of that. But what if you just flat out win the lane because you're denying a lot? Because there it is, PA, not at all a surprise to anyone in this game, I'm sure. And if you can just passively win your lane and have a hard carry, like, I'm not even sure what they want to go for here, because they banned out TA themselves, and AM and Terrorblade got banned by Wheel. But in theory, it could work well.
I wouldn't be surprised if PaiN kind of went for a Naga Siren again for 40R, but at the same time, I don't think it would work out as well.
I mean, it's decent in the way that you get your diffusal carrier as well, but in the extension, Naga very often just plays completely to the illusions, pushing with them. I think one key here against a Venge Omni lineup, because this is support Omni, against the Venge Omni lineup is they are playing very protected. They have swap and they have repel and they have GA, and they will sit and protect someone. Probably the mid or the PA at all times. So what you want to do probably is farm up your 2 supports to make them relevant in the 40+ minute mark. And if you have pretty equal farm on carries, because you could never stop the enemy carry, like the PA is protected.
No. Yeah.
But if your Lich and your other support as well become relevant in the mid to late game, then you can take the fights there. Because I really don't think you want to stress against Omni lineups. You have to be slower. I mean, we had to do the homework after losing to Omni and go through the replays on what is the right approach. But we'll see if PaiN has the solution.
You definitely need a diffusal carrier to combat the Omni Knight too, but they pick up the gyrocopter. We're going to see that going into the safe lane try. And something that I still think is really good on Gyro is just maxing the missile. Honestly, it is hard enough to combat, and there are low health total heroes already picked up. The PA and the Vengeful can suffer pretty hard from that. Repel is pretty good at dealing with it, but still, early-ish game, level 3 missile is just really tough to deal with overall.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's going to be more exciting in next patch as well, as you can force staff the homing missile.
Yeah, that's going to be ridiculous.
Pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to doing that in a pub. Like, I will force staff the enemy missile onto my carry just because it's so fun. So it's probably not good to queue up with me in next patch.
There's some really good changes coming in though. Like, I gotta say, Lifestealer being able to use the jungle creeps too with his infest. I'm so excited for that.
That's very Heroes of New Earthy, the control thing. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I think that's one of the better things to take away from Heroes of New Earth, and they did it in a nice way, I think. That you can attack the creep once it's controlled, like even if it's full HP.
Sounds pretty good. So they kind of banned away the TA, and then they banned away the Anti-Mage and the Terrorblade right after that. So not looking to deal with any kind of split pushing methods or super hyper late game farm. And for some reason, man, Skype just keeps on dropping out. I don't know what it is. You know what? Maybe I'll try to call him instead here. Hopefully that'll fix it. Our internet connection apparently isn't too compatible here. But let me try calling him again. Let's see if it works this time. Huh, interesting. I don't know. Skype's being all sorts of janky. Hopefully he'll be able to reconnect in with this call. I don't want this to have this happen the entire time, unfortunately. We might not be able to do this. Maybe I could set up TeamSpeak if anything. All right. looks like the internet's having a bit of trouble for Waga. But let's go through the picks still. The Spirit Breaker and the Dazzle coming on out. Wheelwreck will take the Dazzle. That'll be even more trouble to deal with. As a Shallow Grave, the Heal as well as Weave, helping out a ton with taking away the armor. And, yeah, looks like we can't get back into this call, sadly enough. Skype is being a bit of a bastard. So, Bristleback's the last band out there from the side of Wheel. And this is kind of hinting at that I believe the Omni Knight is going to be going for an off-lane role, which would be rather surprising. You would think that they would want to stick the Omni Knight to the Phantom Assassin and just keep her healed up. And the Spirit Breaker is going to guarantee some really severe global pressure with the charge, as well as giving the extra movement speed with that aura. Pretty strong. And if you can find some early levels and maybe some early farm, just go for a Mask of Madness like we've seen IX Mike do as of late from the Sneakiness Assassin side. Damn.
Seconds remaining.
So unfortunately, I guess Swaga's not going to be able to join us back into this.
5 seconds remaining.
I was so excited. I was so ready. Oh well. The bit of the reserve time tapped into. What's left here from the wheel? I feel like they need someone who is going to be relatively tanky, be able to be that front line. Centaur Warrunner comes to mind. And War Razor. All right, so that'll be their mid. They'll put the safe lane try with PA and put Omni Knight in off lane. They could also do some janky 2-1-2s, but you know that's not as effective as keeping the PA just completely farmed. And Omni Knight can just stay pretty safe, just repel himself up. When that fades away, just heal yourself, and you're pretty much just ready to lane up. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. Hello. All right. Hello. Welcome back.
Just Skype things. It's fine.
I mean, I think I have a team speak we could use, but if anything, we can set that up for next time.
Yeah. Well, if it drops again, we can switch to TeamSpeak.
Sure. Sounds good. But
Okay.
you're still in the picks and bans, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, it's not my internet, it's just Skype.
Yeah. Skype is a really weird thing. So we see the Broodmother come out as the last pick for PaiN Gaming, and what are these lanes going to be? I'm feeling that the Spirit Breaker is just going to kind of be roaming around just a bit, charging across the map and making his presence known that way. But then that kind of puts Gyrocopter into 2 versus 1, and I don't know.
Oh, it's even more interesting what Real are gonna do with their lanes.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
I mean, the Omni should be off lane. That is for certain.
I think it's aggressive try PA with a solo safe lane Dazzle, but then again, there's a Brood down there. I guess he can do pretty well against Brood, but we'll see what they really want to go up with. But yeah, the Spirit Breaker should be pretty crazy, just running around wherever he wants, and Lich should take over a lane and shut it down. So we'll see how they want to run this.
All right, so why don't you go over the roster for Wheel?
Yeah, okay. Over on the side of Wheel, since we have a little bit of a pause coming out here, but supports are gonna be Derp, who is also their drafter. Gonna be playing the Vengeful, and I'm a Sheep Sucks. Gonna play Omni Knight. Relic, of course, playing mid on that PA. Is he gonna be mid? Actually, no, probably not mid.
I think he is going to be mid.
He's probably, yeah, he's going mid.
Yeah, he is their mid player too, as he's had some really phenomenal performances on Invoker before.
Yeah, he played Invoker against Complexity when I played with them, and he was beyond godlike, so that was not the best game. I think the bigger issue for us was the Omni Knights, but he played really well. Very frustrating game as well for me. I was 13-5 in last hits against 2-0, and then we lost. So it was, how did I let it slip back towards him?
Yeah, it's tough to be in that situation.
But yeah, he's a really solid mid player. Also, he can buy null tallies. That's the reason.
Hey man, no talisman, underrated.
Yes, definitely good enough item to be in a top mid laner inventory.
Dude, they're changing that too. It's gonna be cheaper, so.
Not the null talisman, just the circlet. They are rebalancing the recipes are made more expensive. So circlet is more of a value item now.
Get those extra +2 to all stats. Not bad, not bad.
Still makes it easier to buy it. I think we're gonna see some circlet first item like it's more worth. Because if you look at this game right now, it's just a good example. Like nobody will be running around with circlet on level 1. In fact, not a single hero has one. There's a full Wraithband upgrade on Gyrocopter, but you always buy 2 Ironwoods instead. You have the inventory slots in. So I think the change doesn't really do much.
Okay. I mean, we can only find out once the patch actually hits, and that's when things get really fun. And then the introduction of Bloodseeker is going to be cool too.
Alright. Speaking of introduction, we also could go through the players of PaiN.
Sure. We got Grant XD, who played the Prophet last game, will be on your Brewmaster, 40R on the Safe Lane Gyrocopter, Baga on your Spirit Breaker, and then in the base still is VSW, who tried the Coddle and kind of failed just a bit, so he's going to hop on to the... Oh, okay. So they're switching up the lobby, but VSW will be on your Lich, and King RD will be playing your Broodmother, so let me just swap out here to the next
got
lobby.
it covered before we go to our third lobby for this game.
Yeah, everything's been having a bit of a
I just want to mention as well, like, PaiN is one of the oldest teams in Dota. As for having a team competitively,
Really?
they were around forever in Dota 1, and I played against them for a very long time as well.
Oh.
So I have a lot of respect. I don't think that any of the players are the same as when I played against PaiN back then. Actually, I'm pretty sure they aren't, but I still have met some of the Brazilian players on at DreamHack and other lands, and they're really friendly people. Pada used to play competitively as well. He's a trader now. Who sold the like $38,000 couriers and stuff like that.
Really? What the hell?
Yeah, the really rare War Dog, I think.
The Enduring War Dog or something like that.
Yeah, but he's a really friendly guy, and like we used to have such horrible games because it was, it was back when ping was such a major issue. Not even us back in Sweden had good internet at that time. I played on 56K for a while.
Oh god, yeah.
It was grim times.
I remember the dial-up days. I remember when DSL was a thing that was like, wow, this is amazing. I love DSL.
Yeah, I remember my upgrade from 56K to DSL, and it's like, I don't have 2 seconds delay now. This is strange.
This is amazing.
I can actually use my spells in good time.
I mean,
that was
those were the really, really great days back then. I played a crap ton of Dota 1. Like, that was most of my like middle school, high school days. Just nothing but Dota 1, and all I did was play Earthshaker.
Well, there was the good side to it. There was the good side to it, right? For a player like me who was a tryhard even in my young days, playing on 56K at home and then going to a friend or to a LAN, and it's like a LAN ping. Suddenly you're god because you can last it so much better.
Yeah.
So it's like some hyperbolic time chamber shit. Definitely works.
I remember the Dota All-Star days where all these people would just have bots setting up lobbies and just doing all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Those were the fun days.
Sure.
I kept getting kicked because you always had to manually input the file into the folder too. Like, it's just so dumb.
I used to have like a ton of Smurf accounts on all the in-house leagues and just go there and crush everyone. Dota 1 was much smaller in how it felt. In terms of places to play. We didn't have anything like a matchmaking. We had Dota League, which was fairly good, but no actual matchmaking like Dota 2 has. So you would end up playing against people way worse than you and way better than you quite frequently.
That helps out. It's a big learning curve. It helps out with forwarding people's drive.
Yeah, I think that was actually in a way you're missing some of that now in Dota 2 because people just hit matchmaking and get matched with people around their own skill. Sometimes it's very good to run into someone who's a lot better than you because you can learn so much if you just pay attention. I don't know. Maybe there should be more than just the normal matchmaking. I don't know.
Well, it looks like we're finally back into the game, and let me just remind you: did you put your open mic on?
Let me check. I think I did not, so let's go and do that. Open mic is on.
Cool.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
Hopefully people will hear me now.
I was just wondering. I didn't see anything about not hearing you in game. So
Oh yeah. Oh, it's on now, and it seems to be recording it properly. So hello, people in Dota TV.
so gonna already see a bit of a little meeting of the supports and the offlane Omni Knight, one of Wheel's, I guess you could say, signature heroes coming into this, as they play it quite a bit. And I'm a Sheep with Boot's start. He's not gonna find himself dying anytime soon. Especially if they do a 2-1-2 setup.
Really tough to kill. Yeah, he's a pretty tanky hero in general. 5 armor, 530 HP, and then of course he will have Purification level 1, so it's pretty tough to bring down.
Indeed.
Even for a Space Cow.
Even for the charge of the good old-fashioned Spirit Breaker.
So,
I mean, he leveled it up.
they do. Yeah. So they do get the Bounty Rune top. In the next patch, the Bounty Rune is gonna be twice as effective on level 1. Gonna give you twice as much gold and experience.
So 100 XP?
Putting you, 100 experience, which is halfway to level 2. Quite major to get that on your offlaner, or even some greedy support. Could be really nice. Obviously not important at all for the carry, and the mid laner can't go there anyway, so... Oh, this mid matchup is curious.
Yeah. I mean, 40R is just going to be able to just keep on wailing away, just throwing out the rocket barrage all the time. And I mean, Blur really isn't going to affect it that much. And all he needs to do is just keep this position up, man. He's just completely destroying him with that. Can eat the daggers. He's going to have the rocket barrage up again. And I wouldn't be surprised if he just kept running his face in.
Yeah. It's a good thing PA can always lane against like any hero, but Gyro definitely is a strong hero against her as a melee hero. She doesn't do very well. And these dual lanes, I think, benefit Wheel slightly more, because I don't see Broodmother coming online here in bottom lane really. I don't know, maybe.
Yep. And 40R, he's going to get some extra tangos to himself too from that courier, seeing as to how he just horrifically lost that trade against Relic. Once the rocket barrage was down, he ate a dagger, and then Relic just kept running into his face too, so...
Oh yeah. He has to be careful, because he was attacking the PA a lot, which is going to stack the amount of creeps PA has against your creep wave, and he might even get over here under tower, get tangle. He doesn't have blink strikes, so he's not going to go for it.
Yeah, had he had the Phantom Strike, I wouldn't have been surprised to see that kill actually happen and first blood go down, but he's going safe.
Yeah, he would have gone for sure if he had it, but it's the fun mechanics of mid lane. If you try to harass the enemy too much, you get a big enemy creep wave against you. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good because you want to get pushed, but sometimes you want to do the opposite and stack the enemy, or stack your own creep waves, so you can double wave the enemy and dive them on the tower. Specifically against a hero like TA, you want to have the creep advantage and dive her on the tower. That's a really good way to kill the TA. So I shouldn't give advice on how to do that. That's bad idea.
You don't want people to know your secrets, but
I prefer people not knowing. But top lane Vaga is with a triple stack on his pull camp here, so he can fully deny the creep waves a lot. And Brewmaster is an extremely tanky hero with a stout shield and his evasion. He can farm on the tower, so he's effectively denying a lot here. Is he gonna stack it once more?
I mean, if Sheep or Fan end up getting over there, they have a really easy way of clearing it with the Shadow Wave and the Purification. So they gotta be mindful of that. And look at that, he's got the slow aura, use the Purification on the Baga. He's gonna chase him down and just keep whacking away, but he might have overextended himself just a bit too far, so he's gotta kind of eat his way through.
There's always Dazzle is trying to bait him. Actually, they do get a kill on mid lane.
Wow.
As they rotated Vengeful. She was there, not even using the stun, just the Wave of Terror was enough.
Wow. Alright, so reducing the armor, just jumping on top.
Yeah, it's the downside on this mid lane, right? You have Gyro against PA. And while it sounds good to have the range against the melee there, it's actually a lot easier to gank for the PA on this lane than it is to gank for the Gyro.
Even with the guarantee of that missile, it's still really hard, yeah.
Yeah, because the missile takes so long anyway, so
you can run away bot here. There's a charge coming in too from the Spirit Breaker. Just dropping a web, King RD just gonna let the Spiderlings do their thing and chase him out, but he can't get through the trees because he keeps getting hit and stuck in that side.
He got him.
Yeah, he's dead. Boom, auto attacks.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet, and the charge was going down as well, but not even needed. They have rotated to top lane here. They want to get a kill on Grant before he hits his level 6. It's a pretty sweet timing if they can go now, but You need to somehow connect.
It's level 2
Yeah,
on the
try
poison
with the
touch.
slows.
And the slow.
Okay, they got him, I think.
Yeah, he's dead. He should be dead. With the wave of terror, heal, and bam.
Yeah, the wave of terror into the heal is minus armor and physical nuke, so it's a strong combo. Mid lane, they're actually charging Relic here. He has no HP regen, but
Oh.
Gyro doesn't man up.
Baga
So
needs
far
to
away.
hit. Yeah, he does. Good guy.
Is under attack.
Okay. Baga is a man. He doesn't need help.
I mean, he plays Earthshaker, so he's already good in my book.
Radiant's bottom
But
tower is
nice balls dive there.
He has his urn from that, so urn and boots available. Really, all the items you need on this hero anyway. So it's
And
pretty fine. And
if he finds
maybe
any more
bottom
farm
is gonna be
too.
the opening. Yeah, I think bottom is gonna be the opening lane for PaiN right now to get back into this because they are losing a lot on mid and top. Once again, Gyro being brought down. The rotations are just strong from Wheel. But they did kill the PA as well, so I'm not gonna say it's a complete landslide or anything, but the lanes are a little bit more solid from Wheel.
Yeah, I mean their lanes can benefit a lot harder than the side of PaiN. And if you see Relic start snowballing at any point in the game, then that's when you got to be really worried.
Yeah, there's also the fear of snowballing Broodmother in this game
Yes.
because there's not amazing counters to Brood. There are some spells to be used. I mean,
They're diving
you can
again.
maybe land
Oh
kind of
jeez.
dive here. Probably not gonna kill anything. Where's the
Baga's
TP
gotta
out?
be careful. If this poison touch, no. All right, not in range.
Good ward giving vision of the Vengeful running there as well.
Yeah.
So that information, top lane, Omni-Knight going really low here, and so does Brewmaster as they're fighting. He's trying to get the heal here.
He's got stick charges. He might bait this
He
out.
could just have healed the creep there if he didn't. Dude, he could have killed him with a creep heal. Because
Oh.
it's nighttime, so he wasn't actually visible. He could have gone for that play.
The charge is coming in too from Baga. He really wants to make this kill happen.
Oh, he's gonna try now for the heal, but he doesn't have the... Like, look at the cooldown of Soul Ring. He was just barely not able to.
He doesn't want to put himself down too low HP too, but let's see. Baga's going in. Repels out.
Yeah, he knows. He saw it with the Observer ward. So both teams really good wards here. As he spotted it out. Oh yeah, I should use the drawing on the minimap. It's or drawing everywhere really. So amazing.
It's
I
okay.
wish they would allow us players to do this.
The draw on the minimap.
Yeah, that's like the biggest reason to be a caster.
I mean, you can draw on the minimap as a player. You get the color drawings.
No, you can't draw on the map, like on the actual map.
Oh.
You can such precision in it.
And
It's amazing.
you know, Baga, he's been really prioritizing just being all over this map right now. He's again charging down bot. He's gonna keep Mad Dog down and out. I mean,
He wants that urn charge, man. Like
Yeah.
he hasn't gotten it yet. He wants someone to give them the urn.
has he gone too far though is the question. Gets stunned up. He'll be able to run away, no problem. He's got the backup of King RD too. But
Oh,
it's
he's having very minimum like, effect right now. Some man fighting going on top lane. Nice repel came in before the clap. Good timing by I'm a Sheep.
and what do you
But
think?
yeah,
I mean,
I think
both of these.
it's fine for him to run around like this, the Spirit Breaker, to just try and create space. But sooner or later, something has to give. Like, he needs to find a kill.
Both of these offlaners are really just farming up a storm. Grant is going to actually try to dive out here. There's a repel and a TP up. He has the split, but he decides not to, seeing as how repel was still available.
Oh, he got the urn. Worth.
He dove bot, but there's a TP coming in the counter, and can he get out? He has his own TP. He's going to be stuck on the side, poison touch, and oh man.
Yeah, they forced out some TP rotations, and oh, look at Relic. He's here with a sentry on him. Gets the kill here on Broodmother. No way to live.
That
was a
sentry
very good
almost
rotation.
was out of range too.
Yeah, that was actually close. Really close. Yeah, sometimes when you gank and you only have a sentry, you're like, please, I wish I had a dust. But
Yeah.
they also have a lot of burst damage, so they get him.
It's funny
Fairly
how
quick.
the dust has that percentage slow on it, but it doesn't really affect Broodmother since she's in her web, which is
Yeah, she's so fast.
broken. Honestly, you can say it. It's okay. They're going on to Relic right now. They pop the call down as well. It does connect the second hit, but Relic's able to Phantom Strike to safety. But Derp will he end up falling? Oh, they need one more Frost Blast, but he goes for Relic instead, and VSW can't get this kill. They're really trying to get
Everyone
40R.
going low HP. Yeah. It's really, really close to a lot of people. Just a very high aggression game. Even though 5 and 3 is not massive kill score at
No.
9 minutes in, it's still very aggressive. So many attempts all the time. It's a high-paced game, but I think that Wheel are doing a fairly good job controlling. But look at the PA's farm. She only is sitting at 27, and we're almost up at 10 minutes. So PaiN has shut down the farm on the most important hero of Wheel. And they need her to get a Battle Fury this game. Against the Broodmother, you really want one.
That cleave, man,
Hell.
really effective.
Yeah. Hell, even against the Brewmaster, it's pretty good to have cleave. Sometimes you can kill all the spirits that way.
Well, he went for a hand of Midas too, so he's looking to farm up very fast. Do you think it's going to be the Orchid build? As actually, Relic ends up dying and VSW used the Chain
Yeah, he
Frost.
just walked in and died to a level 6 Lich, who just threw the ulti on him. And nice play on bottom, actually getting a kill here. Trying to get one more, and they have the Spirit Breaker coming in. He canceled his charge for some reason.
Oh no!
Not sure what that's about, but they do get the Broodmother with Urn. Yeah, just barely.
And this should be Fanaseon going down to the little Broodmother Lings.
Fan
but
of
he
Seon
trades.
getting all the good trades here, though. He salvaged that so hard, considering Razor died really early.
Yeah. And again, they're going in off the mid, and actually Relic is going to pick up some revenge on VS's W,
Nice.
but Rocket, no.
He's gonna live. Not enough mana. If he had one more Rocket Brush, maybe he would have gone for a kill under tower, but Derp was there as well. Fan of Seon, though, getting the good salvage on bottom there, else that could have been really, really bad for them.
Yeah, making that 2 for 2 was really important for them, but they still lose that tier 1, which hurts just a little bit, and it's just the Broodmother effect, honestly. She's gonna keep just being a nuisance, keep spawning those broodlings and those little spiderlings. I keep calling them broodlings for some reason, but she's gonna be getting pretty scary soon enough. Do you think she's gonna go for the Orchid or the Necro?
Because of the heroes she's against and the Midas build, I don't think she's going Orchid this game. I think it's better to just go for Necrobook this game and force people to react to you even more. Top, they're gonna try for Amish Sheep, is gonna get the repel. No! Chain stun? He's dead this time, I think.
And then you've got a bash on
Very
top of
close to the bash, though.
it. Yeah. 4DR is getting chased out too by Mad Dog Man, but that cooldown is slowing him down way too much. VSW looks like it's going to be him traded out for this though. One more auto attack will do it, and Fan of Seon will get that one kill. And it looks, wow, actually, they chased him down. Relic was able to take down 4DR. So they made it a quick 2 for 1.
They have no TPs for bottom, though. It's gonna be Omni Knight TPing down and defending, I suppose, in a little while as he respawns. But still, plenty of damage dealt here. Razor actually gonna be the one to go. Oh my god, the gold.
Yeah, the
Gotta
Plaza
be
Field.
careful about your Broodmother, about your babies.
The babies,
Don't
man.
feed them.
But she can just keep spawning them more. I mean, there's at one point where she'll just have that huge army of about like 20 or 30 of them and send them in a Plaza Field or Battle Fury crit or anything really. We'll just make it
When
a
they
sad day.
changed so that the spiderlings get the phase effect, it made it so all your spiders can run on the same units as well. Like, they look like one if you stack them. And that's really effective if you want to run down and kill someone. If you have 20, 25 spiderlings, you stack them up to look like one unit. All of them attack at once. It's pretty much a 500 damage
In
attack.
mid, there's a haste rune on Mad Dog as they go on in. The Chain Frost is bouncing. They do get a nice Shadow Grave off onto Relic, so he's going to stay alive for just a bit. He's still getting charged out. Mad Dog's going to be able to dive here onto VSW. They use the Wave of Terror. He slows him down just a bit, but the auto attacks are too much. Relic still in this fight, getting healed up by the Urn and the Shadow Graves and everything coming through. Trying to stun up Gren
He
XD
doesn't
with
have
that.
ulti, he's gonna get brought down here.
Yep.
Like Grentis die.
Nice.
And Wheel are just playing circles around the enemy team right here.
I mean,
Very nicely done.
they're a really up-and-coming North American team. Like, they kind of have been sitting around at Tier 2 for a while, but then they got to play against Not Today. They ended up beating them, which was a big surprise. They beat in Complexity, and, I mean, this team, they have been proving themselves.
They're pretty strong. They're pretty strong, but they're also pretty gimmicky in the sense that they always do this Omni Knight shenanigans. I would like to see, you know, do they execute other strats really well, similar to the Omni Knight? But for sure, like, you have something that's working right now really well. Oh, Derp is definitely dead here. Walking by a bunch of babies.
Oh, jeez. And he's
Charge
getting
is there.
charged. Jeez.
Just dead.
Hey, man, at
That
least...
charge goes over to the next one.
At least King RD, he's recycling the bodies, making more little spiderlings out of it, so he's not being inefficient. They get the charge out. There's going to be no repellent time, and will the ultimate come through? Can they get it? Another bash!
Oh my god, what a bash sword.
Jeez!
Aga, please.
17% chance, who cares? Coming off from the back, though. Mad Dog, gonna get targeted down. They use the they set him up with a rock, and he's gonna die too.
Laga, confirmed 70% chance. Yeah, they did kill mid, at least. Relic got a kill on Lich there in the meantime. So they have things going their way as well, but that was a massive pick up there, getting 3 kills in a row bottom lane. And that could transition into a tower maybe here.
It should.
Yeah,
She's got way too many spiderlings. Oh, wait, teleports? One gets cancelled. Whoa.
Yeah, and that was self-cancel. No one cancelling it.
Let's see, they get the armor
They're
reduction
still being
down.
pretty careful about this.
That Shallow Grave killing off a lot of those spiderlings, but Grent's getting chased out completely here. Relic is on a mega kill streak, though. I don't know what he killed. It looks like it was mid. And I'm a Sheep
Killed
did
the
kill
cow.
down Grent. And they pop dust. This is going to be one
Oh, the
slow
priests,
brood.
man. You gotta run.
Are you kidding me?
Priests are on you.
Look at this. Purification for the kill, too. He kills off most of the spiderlings. Jeez.
Yeah. The omniscience, man. The omniscience doing work.
It is.
Okay, pretty nice play by Wheel there to take 2 kills and obviously didn't get the tower deny, but they killed all the babies as well. That was pretty major. And Relic once again finding so many kills. It's up to 2,700 gold now, despite being only 55 CS. He has been in 10 kills.
Yes. And that's going to be a very fast Battle Fury for him, too. Actually, it's not that fast compared to other players.
It's not gonna be very fast, but considering he was like 27 last hits at 9 minutes 40 seconds in, it's a very quick recovery, and that's the important thing in this game. I'm looking over to PaiN though and trying to see what their solution is. They went for the Midas as well on Gyro, of course, so
Their solution's
do have-
brood. 100%.
yeah. They do have the Midas games and trying to bring it late. He went for Orchids, which I think is fair after seeing how much of a problem he has with Shadow Priest and Omni Knight.
Yep.
Having a silence could be massive. I think the Midas has not really paid off at all. He would be so much happier having a silence in that last fight, and he could have had it if he didn't go for the Midas.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Like, you will have, if you don't have a horrible game, you can always have Orchid at 15 minutes in. If you have a really amazing game, you can have it at 12 to 13.
Look at this. King RD is just stalking I'm a Sheep right now. Not really doing anything. He's just skittering around in his web. And then they're
I'm
gonna
a
get the
Sheep
charge.
doesn't give a shit though, because he's a priest and like, what is really gonna happen? He needs more, and now more is being brought as well. Omni Knight is coming.
Oh,
to
3
a
people are
sad
rotating
conclusion
in.
here, I think.
I'm a Sheep, nuke down, Bash Lord. They get one, and he's done. Alright.
That's the one danger when you have like one enemy poking you for a very long time, and you know he can't kill you.
Oh,
Oh,
mid.
nice swap.
Yeah, really nice using that
level 2
range.
swap? No, it's level 1. Oh my god, that range.
It was casted while he was still running away, so the animation had to finish. Derp's gonna end up falling though, and will they pick up Baga? The stun comes through. They keep Relic up in the air with that Storm Panda. As the Chain Frost comes out, Mad Dog will end up dying, but Relic finds himself a second kill. Or he's unstoppable currently. He found one of those kills. It's a 3 for 3. The Bruce split has ended. Fan of Seon is gonna
They
be
got
going
this,
in.
man.
Yeah.
Relic is just going ham in
Great.
these fights. I mean, they're keeping him alive with so many different things. Just the armor, the heals, the swaps. And this time it was an aggressive swap, of course, but that's a massive win again. And Battle Fury is completed now, despite him being so shut down earlier on.
Jeez.
Relic is very good at making comebacks.
Yeah, this is the one thing about him is that he doesn't have that like give up mentality. He'll just keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah. But yeah, Omni Knight there in the jungle is like, when you have an enemy that can't kill you and you know that he can't kill you, you gotta be careful about the fact that he knows where you are and he probably is calling his friends. So he had no vision around him. He was being a little bit too ballsy this time.
There's going to be some really good synergy here with the Battle Fury and the Wave of Terror too, reducing the armor and just being able to cleave him down.
They have no stacks, sadly, on the well, anywhere actually, but no stacks on the ancients,
Oh, sheep.
which is really the name of the game in this patch.
Spiderling's
Oh,
chasing him
brutes.
out. Drop a web, catch up to him, but there's some teammates
Brute
there. Derp derp, dropping the
God.
sentries? No? Not looking for it? Oh, alright.
He could maybe have, but he wasn't ready for the force staff. I think that was like a snap call by Amasheep, like, yo, I'm forcing you. So Derp wasn't really ready for it.
Nope, so looks like they're gonna pressure this tier 1, but you know, the Broodmother, she can just keep cutting this wave and stop the push out, and there's even the Frost Armor too from Lich, which we didn't really talk about too much. It'll be halting them from pushing pretty hard. Slowing that attack speed, slowing them down.
Yeah, it's true. This does actually help a lot, the Frost
wow.
Armor. Oh, there it is.
That's the
this
snap
time it
force.
was definitely communicated, it was so fast.
Dire's bottom
fast.
tower is under attack.
Lich being a little bit too ambitious about defending bottom. Spearbreaker also.
That's risky. That is...
That's bad. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a word here now as well.
He should just go down. Purification, Plasma Field, everything. The Panda blinks in, uses the split. They pop GA, but it's only on Amasheep. Fantasy
For
on...
himself.
Yeah, he just just for
the rest.
himself. King RD's getting his strength, his damage sapped away though. Mad Dog has a bunch of it,
Working on a time
160.
limit here.
Oh
They have to
jeez.
kill them fast before the Bruce play is done. Now I think they're gonna die.
Yeah. 40 Arrow's dead. Crit's coming out. Wicked sick for Relic. Grant XD should be going down. He's getting slowed up. They get the extra bit of lightning from Mad Dog and 2 crits in a row. And then
You know what?
Amasheep's
This
dealing
actually looks very, very similar to when we played against Wheel as well. It's just underestimating Omni Knight. You can't take a team fight like this. You can't go in without executing someone immediately, because even if he just solo G8 himself here, you have your Bruce split. But it's very difficult to kill people and control people that well when there's so much heal and a repel.
I mean,
And sooner or later, Brewmaster ulti ends, and then you're just standing there looking stupid.
yeah. Like you saw him just completely ignoring King RD. Like the Brood was stalking him. He was like, I don't give a hell. I don't give a damn. I'm just gonna keep healing myself and farming up. Like Omni Knight is deceptively strong, just like you said.
Their 5-man is actually, even though it doesn't look terrifying in the sense that RP or Black Hole and everything like that would, the 5-man of Wheel is amazingly strong right
Yes.
now. They have so much minus armor between Dazzle and Vengeful. They also have really good deeps with the Battle Fury on PA now. And just the amount of heals that you can throw out to keep your teammates alive. PA is already a very tanky hero by her very good armor and bar. When you have all these heals as well, it's a pretty non-stop kind of lineup.
If the
See
Brood
if
can make his
Brood
way
can make
in.
a play here.
Oh no. Falls too fast.
He fears going in there.
And he got an invis too. Oh man. This could be pretty dangerous for Baga. Let's see.
Space Cow, please.
Space
Run to
Cow?
safety.
Safety? He's safety, he's fine. But again,
Safety is not often the name of the game when you're playing this hero, though.
safety is not the name of the game when there's a PA in the game, and she just blurs around with 50% dodge, so she just doesn't really care.
He did show himself there, though. So no one is gonna die here, probably, but the Roshan into a tier 2 already. It's becoming a pretty strong assert to control of the game. And even though Broodmother did finish her Orchid, she finished it at 1750 or like 18 minutes into the game, which was too late to be relevant, really, the Orchid. Even though it's not that late, she can't do anything here.
And they even use the Chain
it's
Frost too, but they do a nice split.
Desperately.
Baga's going in, he's just gonna get crit down. Just,
They buy time side lane pushes. So even though it looks like feed, it's just trying to make the enemy think twice about this.
Look at the crit!
I don't
Oh
think
my
they
god!
Yeah, that was a lot of babies.
That was poor babies. They're still fighting in mid. The GA's popped. As that is not the Aghanim Scepter one, unfortunately. The Brewlings are trying to do what they can. With the TP from King RD, he's trying to whittle away with them. Doesn't have the ultimate pop just yet. Why aren't you popping your ultimate, King RD? He just falls before it even activates. The Brewlings are going to time out. They end up swapping 4DR into this fight. Fantasy on. Everybody doing so much work. This is just going to be a full fight in the
They don't
favor
even
of
have
Wheel.
PA, and they're just crushing this team fight.
Yeah.
That's how much stronger their team fight is. Obviously,
GG.
Broodmother is also a horrible team fight hero, but that's it. 23-minute GG, and yeah, not a moment too soon, to be honest. This game is just over. You have no solution to if you don't win the early game with the lineup you have in PaiN here, you flat out lose. And this probably came down mostly to a draft, to be honest. Doesn't matter how good you try and play against the lineup of Wheel. If you try and take fights into the Omni Knight with Brewmaster just because you have a Brew on your team, you'll find that they're not so easy to take. And yeah, tough game for PaiN.
Yeah, so I gotta say, thanks for joining me for the cast. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I was gonna watch it anyway, so it's like might as well. And it was definitely fun coming on. So thank you for having me.
Yeah, where can they find you?
Not sure if
Twitch,
it was a
Twitter?
good idea to cast. Not sure if it was a good idea to cast considering I'm sick and have a sore throat,
Aw.
but it worked. It worked.
Hey man, just let me know these things. I won't put you through the stress. It's okay.
No, it's cool.
All right, so before I sign off, where can they find you? Twitter, Twitch, all that stuff?
Waga Gaming on Twitch, on Twitter, guys, and Wagamama TV on Twitch. I know a lot of you guys watching the game right now have been spamming TAs. So beautiful. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Right.
So,
That's about it. So thank you.
no problem,
See you,
dude.
man.
Peace out. So that does it for me for today. I believe there's going to be other casters coming in for the Leviathan versus Wheel game. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm EGAD at EGADcast. Tweet me any kind of criticism, critique, or anything like that. That's my first actual duo cast. So it was kind of rough around the edges, but it was still fun either way. A lot of good insight from Wagamama, and hope you guys enjoyed. So I'm going to go to a quick break and see if I actually am casting this game. I don't think I should be. They should have somebody lined up from what God's told me. And thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.